Hello. Today's presentation is about the consultation on a Newcastle-on-the-Lyme Borough final draft local plan, which is taking place from the 12th of August until the 7th of October 2024. The presentation will provide a general introduction to the final draft local plan, but in terms of sites, we'll be focusing today on sites in and around the urban centre of Kidsgrove, incorporating Tork and Butt Lane and Tork Pits, Kidsgrove and Ravenscliffe, and New Chapel and Mowcott. A local plan sets a long-term vision, objectives and development strategy for the borough. It sets a context for making decisions, allocates land for development, and includes policies for determining plan applications. It identifies where and how many new homes should be built, locations where businesses need more land, and areas for regeneration and protection. We have consulted on two key local plan documents before now, the Issues and Strategic Options document in 21-22 and the first draft local plan last year. We are now at the stage where we're consulting on the final draft of the plan before we submit the draft plan for examination by an inspector appointed by the Secretary of State. So what is in the plan? The plan proposes 8,000 dwellings with 63 hectares of employment land over the plan period. It includes 2 strategic employment sites, one at Junction 16 and the other at Keele University. The plan includes a settlement hierarchy which identifies where settlements are positioned at a strategic level. This identifies Kidsgrove as an urban centre supporting the strategic centre of Newcastle-under-Lyme. The hierarchy has been one factor which has influenced our distribution and development across the borough. Through the plan, Kidsgrove and its surrounds are expected to deliver in the order of 800 homes over the plan period. Sites granted planning permission since 2020 already contribute to meeting this overall figure. The local plan also sets out a number of planning policies on housing matters, including affordable housing, and other policy areas including greenbelt, retail, infrastructure, etc. In terms of sites, the plan has looked at the allocation of brownfield and non-greenbelt sites first, before looking at whether exceptional circumstances exist for greenbelt release. We also taken account, importantly, of a number of policy requirements expected to support the site coming forward and to mitigate impacts of development over the plan period. In terms of sites in the local area, sites in New Chapel, we have a site proposed reference SC13 for 100 dwellings. Sites in Kidsgrove, we have a number of smaller sites proposed in the town, and site 11, which proposes the intensification of an existing travelling show person site at Hardingswood Road. Sites in Tork and Butt Lane, including Tork Pits, we have BL8, land at West Avenue for 40 dwellings, BL32, land at Congleton Road, 20 dwellings, TK27, land off Coppice Road for 90 dwellings, TK6, land at Coalpit Hill for 10 dwellings, TK10, land at Crown Bank for 170 dwellings, BL18, land at Clough Hall for 150 dwellings and reinstated playing pitches, and TK17, land off St Martin's Road for 40 dwellings. The consultation on local plan lasts for 8 weeks, starting from the 12th of August until the 7th of October. Any written comments can be received during that period and need to be received by us by the 7th of October. Information can be found on our website from the 12th of August and in local libraries and at Castle House. We will be holding consultation events with details on the website. At the stage we're at, the planning inspector asked us to seek views on whether the plan is sound and meets legal and procedural requirements. For further details on this on the following. In terms of soundness, this is set out in the National Planning Policy Framework as the following test: that the plan is positively prepared, meeting objectively assessed needs, is justified, effective, and consistent with national policy. Plans should also be legally compliant and subject to legal tests as shown on the slide, and have effective cooperation with our immediate local authority neighbours also. Thank you for listening to our presentation, and we look forward to receiving your comments on the final draft local plan by the 7th of October 2024.